It is 8 a.m. on this Sunday morning, September the 10th, 2023. Direct by News Monopoly. This is a Bader Channel Sunday Morning News on this Sunday morning, September 10th, 2023. Come on in the all this lovely Sunday morning, September 10th, 2023. It is 8 a.m. and it's 74 degrees, mostly cloudy skies in North Massachusetts at the 10 o'clock at the 8 a.m. hour here at 9. At 8 a.m. for this Sunday morning, top story is more than 2,000 people killed by earthquake near Morocco. G20 summit wraps up in New Delhi. Modi calls for virtual meet in November. Dental Cavalganda updates. Escaped murderer Dental Cavate spotted near Phoenixville has changed appearance. Okay. This is the 5 a.m. advisory on Hurricane Lee. 105 mile per hour wind is a Category 2 storm. Minimum set pressure 958 millibars. 21.4 to the north. 60.5 to the west. Moving west north at 9 miles an hour. Lee's core is expected to move well north of the northern Leeward Islands, the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico early next week. Dangerous surf and life rain and rip current conditions are affecting portions of the northern Leeward Islands and Puerto Rico. Those conditions are spread westward and northward and will affect Hispaniola, the Turks and Caicos, and the Bahamas and Bermuda during the next several days. It remains too soon to know what level of impacts, if any, Lee might have along the U.S. East Coast, Atlantic Canada, or Bermuda late next week, especially since the hurricane is expected to slow down considerably over the southwestern Atlantic. Regardless, dangerous surf and rip current conditions are expected along most of the U.S. East Coast beginning soon and continuing throughout the week as Lee grows in size. And users should continue to monitor updates of the forecast of Lee during the next several days. Phoenix has set another heat record by hitting 110 degrees on 54 days this year. Gun rights group sues New Mexico over order banning guns in Albuquerque. Foreign hackers breached a U.S. aeronautical organization by exploiting vulnerabilities in IT software for companies the whole U.S. government warned on Thursday. Tens of millions in methamphetamine at border recent months. New Jersey operated these supposed to reinstate black bear hunting. Brockton breaks ground on up to $7 million upgrade to Cosgrove Pool. Chile cooked 50 years later, the U.S. railed its end to the consequences. Rail linking a deal with Europe announced by Biden delays at G27. Electric cars have a road trip problem, slow and unreliable charging. And auto strike looks likely should I buy a car now. And now, looking at the sports scene at 8:02, Texas Steve sarcastic crack out of Mystique at 34-24 last night in Tuscaloosa. While engulfing the Tide, it was their turn. Sean Strickland upsets Israel and decided to take UFC middleweight title in. Can I take a look at the morning sports scores? Colorado beating Nebraska 36-14 to college football. Georgia 45, Ball State 3, or Ohio State 35, Youngstown State 7, Penn State 63, Delaware 7, Utah 20, Baylor 13, Notre Dame 45, North Carolina 20, State 24, Kansas State 42, Troy 13, Clemson 66, Charleston 17, Miami 48, Texas A&M 33, Michigan 35, UNLV 7, Mississippi 37, Tulane 20, Tennessee 30, APSU 13, Washington 43, Tulsa 10, North Carolina 40, Appalachian State 34, final double time. It was Texas 34, Alabama 34, Oregon 38, Texas Tech 30, Washington State 31, Wisconsin 22, Florida State 66, USF 13, USC 56, Stanford 10. Major League Baseball action: Boston Red Sox fall to Baltimore Orioles 13-12, Milwaukee Braves 9, New York Yankees 2, LA Dodgers 6, Washington Senators 7, and 11 innings was a Tampa Bay Rays 7, Seattle Mariners 5, Philadelphia Phillies 8, Miami Marlins 4, Houston Astros 7, Center Padres 5, Pittsburgh Pirates 8, Atlanta Braves 4. Team USA falls in the medal, loses to Canada in overtime. It is harassment charges against MSU sector. Strickland pulls Chucker Tate says status crowd. Usually 6 and number 3 Alabama. Browns on field Kevin Obey dealt well. Arena puts new which would have been MLS investigation. Fair finishes 4 competitive spots. Saugan Mercantine Coca-Cola wins U.S. Open for the first major. Hater Cello Deuce time is 8:04. Time out for traffic into the check. Baby! Sean Busted placed in red line serve between Great 3 Quincy Center today for due to real replacement work. Fish line trade 2401 720 from North Stations operating 5 minutes. We have to go between Waverly and Richardson. West line trade 2503 7 a.m. from substations operating 5 minutes. We have to go between Backmaid and Worcester. Cable line trade 3201 7:15 a.m. from North Station operating 5 minutes. We have to get between Battlefield and Angle to the English is the Andover area. Middleburg Lake Line train 2003 6:05 a.m. from Breakthroughs operating 5 minutes. We have to get between Breakthrough and Middleburg. I was in my way to New England, Eastern Massachusetts, and Rhode Island Highways are looking good, Central Western, and Massachusetts, Connecticut Highways are looking good, and New York City, 7 stop outside Milton, 11 in Shuffling, New York, and Northern New England Highways are looking good. Peter Channel News time is 8:06. It is time enough for weather report. Looking at the radar shows a lot of showers and thunders from southeast of Keene, New Hampshire, and some spider rain showers north of Hartford, west of Springfield area, and west of Greenfield and west of Amherst, and rain showers in the west central portions of Vermont. Very warm humid weather will persist today and tomorrow with more showers and storms at times. Decrease the rain chances Monday night, although climate muggy weather continues through Tuesday. Frontal system acting with subtropical moisture may bring soaking rains in parts of southern New England Wednesday off weather turns seasonable and much drier Thursday over Hurricane Lake can still make a close pass though. Southern New England later next week or next weekend. Increase in surface with current conditions are likely to begin around Tuesday and continue through the weekend. Although there's a low confidence in any other impacts. And just about weather follow recent HR campaign trends. Lots of fog and stratus around this morning as a stalled frontal boundary roughly extends from the PSM southward front each Hartford and Lower Hudson Valley. Race around model sentence showing little more upsets of some breaks in cloud cover, but anticipate cloudy conditions and not for today. Focus on later this morning, especially after noon turns to the read, relative thunderstorms as mentioned of more clouds then. Sunday than heated and therefore it's may be little less than prior days. However, it seems as well with the more draining non-based camps possibly increasing as coverage of showers and thunderstorms roughly northwest around 95 and probably could that trade with. Then a few miles east side of the Hartford Worcester large slide in the vicinity of the fierce front topography. Midtars and develop more visits and ongoing convection to the same area seems to support evidence of a weak low pressure system which is likely to run along with this salt boundary. That is subject to be begin as a sort of late mark but may become more probable into the 1 to 3 p.m. time frame. Then shifted east high warm cover develop. Then tall skinny profiles of instability support idea of heavy downpours, but still uncertain who may see thunderstorms can base signals show potential for several multiple rounds of storms that the aforementioned Hartford, Worcester, large Massachusetts corridor, while some weather potential is low. Think there's a risk of heavy rain that look like street flooded. Potential rapid onset if occurred in the urbanized area pushes in an area with a slight risk of an excessive rain from the Weather Protection Center. For today, chance of showers and thunderstorms possible after 3 p.m. Some storms produce heavy rain, punch bomb before 90 was mostly clouds coming 80 degrees, some about 3 to 8 mile an hour anticipations, 30% new rain provides less than 7 days, possible thunderstorms tonight. Showers and thunderstorms likely made before 9 p.m. punch fire after 10 p.m. otherwise mostly clouds about 67 degrees, some about 6 mile an hour coming after midnight, anticipations 6 to 7 rain provides 3 to clear than 9 days possible for 1 day. Check the showers, thunderstorms, and showers possibly a thunderstorm after 3 p.m. punch fire before 9 a.m. was mostly clouds about 79 degrees, southwest about 3 to 6 mile an hour anticipations 6 to 7 rain provides 3 to half 3/4 inches possible for Monday night, chance of showers, thunderstorms before 11 p.m. then a chance of showers between 11 p.m. and midnight. Mostly clouds cover 69 degrees, northeast about 6 mile an hour anticipations 40% new rain provides 3 to 10/4 inches possible. For Tuesday, select chance of showers afternoon, mostly clouds cover 76 or 69 degrees. North for about 5 to 7 mile an hour afternoon anticipations 20%. For Wednesday, showers like May afternoon, mostly clouds cover 75, low 62 degrees, anticipations 7%. For Thursday, morning showers late afternoon, sun high about 74, low 54 degrees. Friday, most of the south cover 72, low 56 degrees, north for about 10 to 13 mile an hour. For Saturday, Most of the sun skies about 72 degrees. North for about 14 to 17 miles an hour. Currently, it's 74 degrees in most skies. And that is going to be the Peter Channel Morning News on this September 10th, 2023 on a Sunday morning. Peter J. Wings. So we have a good morning, stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well, have a good day, and a good morning. Go back!